Welcome back to more Old School RuneScape. Today I am going to be doing the Ardougne Easy Diary. Now I have already done a lot of the tasks on here just by playing the game, but for these diary episodes I want to actually show everything on camera in a coherent fashion, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is steal some silk. You notice of course that I am in Ardougne. And the reason I want to steal silk first is because I have to sell silk to the merchant, but he won't buy it from you for about 10 minutes after you steal silk from here. So there you go. I got my silk. Perfect. So next, I am going to go all the way to the ham hideout. Let me just do a regular teleport instead of the home teleport. I'm going to need a rusty sword in order to be able to complete this diary as well. And for me, without being able to use shops or anything, the best way for me to get this is by pickpocketing it from ham members. There's about a 1 in 25 chance to get a rusty sword, so I might be here for a little while. I don't know. Probably do a little bit of editing, who knows? But you know the drill here, I've been here before. There we go, let's go in there. So it's not the guards, it needs to be the members themselves. Okay. Let me find a good little corner here. Okay, let's do this. Bronze dagger, huh? Alright, and while I'm pickpocketing here, it is a good time to thank all of the channel members. I appreciate all of your support, so thank you very much too. At the Abbott tier, thank you, It's Time. And at the Novice tier, thank you, The Waller, Drasham, Strife, and Paul. Special shout out to Paul as well for being a member on Patreon and on YouTube, so thank you for that. If you also would like to become a YouTube member, you can get access to a badge, some emotes. It's fun, you can do so for as little as 99 cents a month. There is a small chance that you get kicked out of here if you fail a pickpocket, but that chance decreases if you're wearing ham member clothing. I do have some in the bank, I just didn't bother to bring it with me. That's what I came here for last time, was the steel axe, now I remember. There we go, I got the rusty sword. Let me drop all this junk here. I don't know if I have a ham shirt in my bank or not, so I'm gonna take the one that I do have. I'll take some of the arrows and the thread, why not? The stackable things are helpful sometimes. Let me just drop all this mainly for run energy. Okay, so I got the rusty sword now. There is a 1 in 96 chance that whenever I try to get this rusty sword identified, it won't work and I'll need a second one. I'm going to take the risk. That's like a little bit higher than 1% chance. I'm just going to risk it, so hopefully I don't pay for that. Let me teleport back to Ardougne. And one of the tasks is to teleport to the Rune Essence Mine with Wizard Compentry here in the northeast. Of course, I've already done that, but showing it here for the sake of the playthrough. And you do need Rune Mysteries quest completed, obviously, in order to be able to do this. But there you go, that is one of the tasks. So next I'm going to head to the other side of town. There are a couple of people I need to talk to over there. So first things first is this little house here. Apparently this lady lets you check on pets. I don't have any pets, unfortunately. Welcome to the Pet Insurance Bureau. How can I help you? Can you tell me about pets and pet insurance? Certainly, you can find pets while on your adventures. They're very rare, but you may be lucky enough to find one. You have a chance to find them when defeating bosses, playing minigames, and taking part in skilling activities. If you do find one, they will be automatically insured against loss for free. If you then somehow lose your pet, you can reclaim it here for 1 reclaim token. Reclaim tokens cost 1 million coins each, my god. I see, thank you. Okay, so that's not actually what you need to do. You actually need to check with her. And that's how you unlock that part of the achievement diary. You see it's been updated here. Perfect. So next, you do need to make sure you're not at full prayer. I used all my prayer in the last episode, if you recall. I was fighting some guy over in West Ardougne. Let me talk to Captain Arnav. Ah, hello there, laddie. I've just dug up some old treasure chest of mine. Problem is, these old hands of mine aren't as useful as they used to be. And lock on the chest a little bit of too fiddly for old Captain Arnav. Can you help me out? Yes, I'll help unlock your chest. There are 3 columns. What you need to do for each is match up the picture with the word underneath the column and then unlock the chest. Okay. So bowl, bar, and bowl. Ah, well done, matey. That's the right combination here. Have a little something for helping me out. What did I get? A little bit of gold, I think. Yeah, so, yeah, one of the tasks is to pray at this altar. You'll see that I have updated that as well. Okay, so now is the really scary one. This is the scary one. There's a small chance the hardcore status goes away on this one. I just have to be lucky. I have to pull a lever that's going to teleport me to level 51 wilderness. My god. Thankfully, you can teleport right back. But there's a chance that maybe somebody's camping that spawn there. Alright, spooky. Oh man, I feel my heart rate going up a little bit. I feel the heart rate going up a little bit. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Oh my god, warning, the level will teleport you deep into the wilderness. Terrifying. Yes, I'm brave, oh god. Oh man, I'm nervous. There is somebody there. There was somebody there, but I made it. I'm alive. I'm okay. We did this. Alright, you can see that updated as well. Perfect. Let me silence my phone here. So, next up, I need to go to the combat training ground. And so if you recall in the last episode when I did the biohazard quest, the king granted me access to the combat ground. So unfortunately that is another requirement for the easy diaries, having completed the biohazard quest. I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. So here is the combat training ground. All you need to do is go in. There you go. So while I'm here, I might as well kind of show you a little bit. So there are these ogres and cages that you can use to train your range and your magic. And there are these dummies that give, I think, like 50 attack experience, but you can only ever hit them 6 times, ever, for your whole career as a RuneScape character. So I'm gonna get my 6 hits in. And then it says, there's no more to learn from hitting this dummy. Okay, there's some ale here, some beer. Don't necessarily need to show all this, I just figured might as well. I don't think I'll ever come back here. There's a shopkeeper. Hello. So you're looking to buy weapons. King Lathus keeps us very well stocked. What do you have? Take a look. So yeah, they sell weapons. Obviously, I can't use any of this since I have a no shop restriction. Okay, that's pretty much it. So next, I am going to teleport on over to the fishing trawler. Now, I did a lot of streams of fishing trawler, and doing the minigame is one of the requirements for the easy Ardougne task. So I'm actually going to do a quick run of this just for the sake of showing everything. Let me deposit some of the junk I'm not going to need. Let me deposit all the arrows. All the feathers. Let me deposit this thing. Yeah, so I did not have the top yet. I had like the boots and the glove. Okay. Deposit all the thread. And then let me get some of my swamp paste. And I will need some rope as well. Maybe 10 ropes. Oh, and I need a hatchet and a hammer. I know I always keep calling the axe a hatchet. I don't know why I do that. Let me equip the hammer. Perfect. And then recall when I was doing the fishing trawler, I said that this is one little exception for the shop is getting the bilge bucket. There's no other way to get it, and it's strictly used for the minigame. So I'm gonna get it, and then once I'm done with the minigame, I'll just drop it. The bailing buckets. Okay. So I think technically all you need to do is start the minigame, and that'll check it off your list. But for completion's sake, we're going to do a full run of the minigame. So I'll edit once it leaves. It's going to take a minute to start. Okay, here we go. I did fail this the first time I did it, if you recall on the fishing trawler episode. So hopefully it's not going to be a repeat of that. It doesn't really matter too much, though. It would just be embarrassing, okay? I don't want to be humiliated. I don't want to be humiliated. Net's okay. Alright, let me start repairing some holes here. Doing okay so far. Oh, there's a kraken. I didn't notice the kraken. I was looking at the wrong end of the ship. Alright, let me repair the railing, of course. And then fix the net. Let me go back down. Start repairing some of the holes. This is pretty intense solo, I'm not gonna lie. The net is ripped again. That's always a priority. That's the thing that requires rope. That's why I brought so much rope with me. Alright, let me bail some water here. Oh, it's the bucket switch spots. That caught me off guard. Not many more kraken attacks here. You do need 10 fishing to do this, by the way. So this run's pretty easy. It's not as chaotic as I remember my previous solo runs. Net is ripped. Doing okay. Doing okay. 2 minutes left. Can't believe I've only had one kraken attack. It's pretty wacky. Alright, there's a kraken. Let me go get him. Fix the railing. And the net. I definitely need to start bailing some water here. Ship's getting kind of full. Always got to plug the holes before bailing, otherwise you're just kind of taking one step forward, two backwards. Got about a minute left here. This is feeling long. Usually the game doesn't feel this long. I guess when you're doing it in group, it goes by a little quicker. Not actually, it just feels that way. The net's ripped. Keep bailing the water. What if I got a heron pet out of this? That would be epic. That would be epic. I deserve it, you know? I don't actually need to be doing this. I'm just doing it to be a completionist and show everything in an organized fashion. I deserve a pet for that, don't I? I think so. Using up all my swamp paste. Using up all my ropes. Alright, so there you go. That is the fishing trawler minigame, of course. Let me see if I got anything of worth. Nothing. Just junk. Absolute junk. But I did get my fishing up to level 40, so it's not all bad. Let me deposit some of this stuff here. Let me take my hammer off. Okay. Let me deposit this and all the swamp paste and all my rope and the axe. And then, as promised, I will drop the bailing bucket. No use for it outside of the minigame, and I wouldn't use it anyway since I'm no shop restriction. So the next task is over here. Talk to Tindel Marchant. Hello there, welcome to my special antiques boutique. What do you do here? I'm a specialist at identifying rare and antique weapons, specifically swords, but I plan to branch out. If you give me any old and rusty weapons that you want me to check out, just show them to me, pay me 100 gold, and I'll see if you have an antique on your hands. I can also repair some antique weapons and armors. Just show them to me and I'll let you know if I can repair it and for how much. Okay, thanks. So I can give the sword, the rusty sword, to him and 100 coins. There you go, my friend. It turned out to be a long sword. Tindel gives you a long sword. So there you go. I did complete the task. It's an iron long sword. I'm not gonna drop it. Maybe I need that for something. As a no-shop Ironman, anything I get I should probably keep. So again, there is a 1 in 96 chance that it turns out to be nothing, and then you don't get the task diary for that. Actually, let me put this in my weapons tab. Try to keep it a little organized. And now this is probably the most out of the way thing I have to do. I have to go all the way to Yanil. So I gotta go south. Let's roll. I gotta go to the hunter shop there. Pretty good mine here. Now that I think about it, there's a lot of good nodes here, and there's the bank chest at the fishing trawler minigame. I've never used this mine, but it may be worth it whenever I get a little bit deeper into mining. Okay, so the hunter shop is right here. And there you go. That's another task done. You just have to open up the panel here. So now let me go back to Ardougne. Perfect. And now you do need 5 thieving for this part, which is to steal a cake. Of course, I've stolen thousands of cakes. You've seen me do that on streams and episodes. Now the thing is, it has to be a cake. If you steal a bread or a chocolate cake, it does not count. So make sure you're familiar with that. And then finally, the reason I stole the silk initially, like I said, is because at least 10 minutes need to pass before you can sell stolen silk to the silk merchant. So let me finally sell him some silk. Hello, I have some fine silk from far away to sell to you. Nah, I may be interested in that. What sort of price were you looking at per piece of silk? So you start at 120. 120 coins. You'll never get that much for it. I'll be generous and give you 50 for it. I'll give it to you for 60. You drive a hard bargain, but I guess that will have to do. And there you go. Congratulations, you have completed all of the easy tasks in the Ardougne area. Speak to Two-pints at the Flying Horse Inn in Ardougne to claim your reward. Perfect. So that is actually going to be right here. So let me head west and then north. I hope you guys appreciate me showing all of this in a single episode, even though I had already done a lot of these tasks. I think it's more interesting that way for the series. The best reward that you get here is the cape that allows you to teleport to Ardougne, but at this point it's kind of useless for me since I can magic teleport here. Alright, there is Two-pints. I've completed all of the easy tasks in my Ardougne achievement diary. I can see that. Well done. You'll be wanting a reward then. Yes, please. This cloak is a symbol of your exploration of Ardougne. The citizen in West Ardougne will buy cats for 200 death runes each, as opposed to 100. You have a 10% better chance at thieving from stalls in Ardougne. Some drops in the Tower of Life will be noted, and the cape can teleport you to the monasteries south of Ardougne too. Wow, thanks. If you ever lose your cloak, come back to me to reclaim it. Who are you? They call me Two-pints. I'm the taskmaster for the Ardougne achievement diary. Why do they call you Two-pints? Not too sure, really. My memory isn't the greatest. Maybe you lost a game to RuneLink and had to change your name as forfeit. Perhaps. I have a great drinking game for that. Suddenly it all makes sense. Two-pints mutters incoherently and stumbles away. Alright, perfect. Let me check out my new cloak. It's kind of cool, I guess. And then I can teleport it. Oh, that's a cool animation. Awesome. So yeah, that's the monastery south here. This is where I dug up my Clue Hunter helmet, remember? Just outside here somewhere. And on the map over here. Very cool. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Before I let you go, though, let me use this lamp. And the skill has to be above level 30. Let me go with the construction. I'm still trying to grind that out. Perfect. 2,500 construction experience. So yeah, that's going to do it. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. I do appreciate it very much. And I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.